Hello, my loves. Welcome in. This is Cleo Ra, and this is my little loot lounge, helping people to find all of the treasure on their spiritual pathway. So, hope you're doing really well. If the title pulled you in, there's probably something here for you that will uplift you or guide you somehow. So, take what makes your soul feel really good and leave everything else. Okay. Someone could have just bought wind chimes or some sort of chime. Archangel Michael, thank you for being here, blessing and protecting this reading. What's the most important ancestor message we need today? Okay, we've got the Shaman of Song here. Okay, I'm hearing upliftment. So I don't know what you're up to, but it feels like your spirit's going through some sort of a lift. This could feel like a spring clean. Okay, we've got the Ancestor of Tribes here, and this is continuing on. For some of you, you may have watched my previous reading where we had the idea of angels lifting you up by the shoulders or grabbing you underneath your shoulders and pulling you to where you need to be. So I'm feeling that that upliftment is taking hold in someone's life. Yeah, we've got the spirit of empowerment right here. So it's your time. There we go. We've got the Shaman of Birth on the bottom of the deck. So this is really gorgeous for somebody who has waited and done the work, and I feel like you've been waiting for rebirth for a long time, and this is powerful because they're showing me a snake and they're showing me the kundalini and they're showing me, you know, the snake being in a circle and the circle of life. So this is something you've worked hard on that's coming in now. And with the Ancestor of Tribes, this is to do with soul family. This is to do with those who are part of your cluster, right? So it could be that you're starting something with a group of people and you're going to be uplifting each other and empowering one another. You're going through a huge rebirth. This is going to feel really intense for someone out there because you see the way the light's coming through this little figure and they've had to completely submit. Yeah, 112 on my clock. They've had to completely submit to the elders, to those bigger spirits, to the primal gods I'm getting, to those earthly primal energies, but also, you know, this is catharsis, this is crown chakra, this is you really getting your owl wings, this is wisdom taking hold in your life. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of gems, pink gems, purple gems. Someone could be in a shop that sells so many trinkets, it's hard for you to choose. Let's get a couple more of these animal cards because this is your final destination. This beautiful owl energy, having this supreme awareness of the mental space and how much wisdom you actually hold here. So you could be moving forward with something where you're sharing information, because not only do we have the Shaman of Song, Spirit really loves to give us these heavy confirmations. We've got the Nightingale, which is, of course, all about that throat chakra, all about singing. We've got two birds on the table, two air sign animals. Your totem, I'm being told, you could be an air sign, or you could have an air sign north node, or a particularly powerful cluster of air sign planets in your birth chart. But there's really something about your voice taking off here. I'm getting this energy of your integrity clicking in, because it's all very well us knowing who we are. But what I'm getting here are energies of someone who's been able to take their true beliefs and their core values and really integrate them into their daily life. So you're walking the walk. This isn't just you knowing who you are, but being stuck in a position you don't want to be in. This is you knowing who you are and taking flight. And particularly with you sharing things vocally, I feel like there could be a lot of talking. You could be a songwriter, or this could really be about you talking the talk and walking the walk. But again, great big powerful catharsis. And there's that crocodile energy where I feel like you've been waiting a long time for these things to pay off, these things you've been working on. Great spiritual work I'm getting. You've made huge spiritual leaps and bounds they're giving me. You've made spiritual leaps and you've accelerated your growth so amazingly well. And I feel like this has been kind of subterranean for you. This has maybe been going on behind closed doors. Maybe you haven't had anyone to talk to about those deeper hermit level workings, right? Because we're talking about someone who's gone deep and someone who, they're telling me, you know, the cocoon. It's almost like you know the cosmic womb, or you know the great power of the darkness, because they're giving me this prima materia energy here where you've gone really deep. There's no going back. There's this energy of you've gone so deep, you couldn't possibly go back now. And now you're getting your wings. Look. Wow. Just Spirit's really rubbing it in for you with the owl, the nightingale, and the flight of the hummingbird. This is the highest vibrational card in, you know, the whole of this deck here. We also have this butterfly, and Spirit's just really, you know, wow. I mean, I can't express enough with all these air cards here, along with the hawk, and then looky here, the lamb. Your innocence showing up. The key of innocence, okay? Your mind's always been so aligned with what is true, what is fair, what is right. I feel like you've gone to the depths of understanding morality, understanding values. Maybe you found universal law, because I feel like you've really gone through it when it comes to your morality, the idea of justice, the idea of right and wrong, the idea of knowing yourself well enough to know that your focus and your coins are going in the right direction, right? Your time on earth is very precious and valuable. So you're going to be seeing evidence that you had it right all along. Lily energy, majesty and virtue. The lily is the emblem rare of many virtues, good and rare. So Spirit's pointing out not many people get into the owl positioning, not on this plane, especially with them coming out with this kind of, it's almost like they were giving me a temple of air energy. So mental dexterity, mental power, controlling your mind to control reality. So you've certainly gone very deep into your own mind. You've certainly gone further. Spirit's showing me you going past the boundary that other humans have previously laid down. You've broken through the fence, you've climbed over the fence, but there was nothing stopping you. No one could stop you getting further. It's like if this wicker table mat was the planet or the knowledge, non-physically, you've broken through. You've broken barriers and maintained your innocence. It's very much highlighted here how innocent you are and how purified your soul is, right? Coreopsis, always joyful. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year. So it feels to me that Spirit's now taking you up in the spiritual elevator, right? And this is taking you to a place where every day is just going to feel like how we always intended to feel before we even came into these vessels. It's going to feel high vibrational. It's going to feel easy. It's going to feel flowing. And again, the number 4 here with these 4 flowers, they're telling me is very important. You found the Trinity here, and look what's so interesting about the way the cards are speaking to us today. We have 4 closed buds, or whatever you want to call it right here, bulbs, whatever. But 3 right here, and Spirit's telling me you found the Trinity on your own. The devotion, the honor, the respect. You went through the minor arcana so bravely to hang on to your spiritual purity and the crystalline heart that you've got. Because they keep showing me that pink gem of a heart. But now these are sprouting over here. Everything you put in through your virtue and your dedication to your own higher self, to your own spiritual mission on earth, is fruiting here with this joyful, gorgeous summer energy. Summer's going to be amazing for you. Whoever is feeling that energy right now, that tingling energy, I feel like you're getting out there. I mean, you could have a band or something like that, or you could just be planning to have the most amazing summer energy with your new energy, because this is your new self here. Shaman of birth, you know, you're being ushered through into this owl positioning. And my, oh my, this has been a long cycle for you. Hydrangea, thankfulness for understanding. Before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another. So I feel like you're being gracious with yourself in understanding yourself. And that's what I was picking up on earlier. With all of the hard work you've put into really, truly understanding. You're not someone who jumps on the internet and just clicks on videos that tell you what you want to hear. No, no, no. There are multiple layers to your consciousness. You feel through things. You feel through energies. You're very skeptical when you need to be, of course. You can't be wise without also being skeptical. Wise is the man who knows he knows nothing. And I feel like that quote for you is very relevant here. You were in a position for a long time where you maybe were so open to learning from other people. You were happy to be the one who knew nothing, right? You were so happy to be in the student's positioning. You were so happy to soak up, to joyfully soak up information, to appreciate all the things that people knew that you could learn from, right? Maybe you loved your teachers in school. Maybe you just find that there's something new to learn every day. But I definitely feel this gorgeous energy of someone who loves to probe deep into their own psyche. You could use yourself as your own guinea pig. You see through human nature and your own ficklency. You know, wise is the occultist who understands the ficklency of his human nature. And that's what I'm getting with you. You could have studied a lot of Carl Jung. You could have a great appreciation for people who really started psychological understanding. Something like that. Yeah, we've got the Five of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like any disappointment is long gone. And to be honest with you, I don't feel like that card was really supposed to come out. Let's have a look. Show me the Five of Cups. Seven of Wands. Yeah, these old disappointments are long gone. You're someone who's built yourself up to the point where all the things that maybe would have bothered you in your 20s or whatever, maybe you're in your teenage years and maybe, you know, you've got past things that would have bothered you a couple of years ago, right? It's this spirit of empowerment that's really showing up here with the Seven of Wands. I'm getting this energy of I'm too fly to be depressed. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not sinking into disappointments. Life's too short. There we go with this group energy with the Three of Cups. Joyfully merging your energy with other people in the summer. Community projects. Yeah, we've got 10:44 on my clock. Chosen one energy. So the chosen ones are so humble. They're so happy to be the ones who feel like they can learn from other people. But now you're being put into this elevated teacher positioning. Or you're being put in a really comfortable positioning where now you know you've learned the lessons you had to learn. Wheel of Fortune, it's time to cash in your spiritual chips. We've got the Two of Pentacles here. So there could be some movement while you go through this huge regeneration. We've got Judgment on the bottom of the deck here. And I feel like you know there's a big shift coming. I feel like you've been laying in wait for quite a long time. And I feel like you've been so thankful for all the things you've learned here. But now it's time to process the data. For whoever this reading is for, the wheel is turning and there's no avoiding the turning of the wheel, right? And you know this, but let's get some energies for this spirit of empowerment, because I feel like someone's feeling this. Yeah, it could be an internal struggle at the moment with the Five of Wands. Your mind could be desperately clinging to old ways of doing things, right? You could find energies popping up. This could be shadow energies popping up for you to cleanse them, for you to handle them, for you to be your own parent, for you to be like, right, we're not doing this. We're not going to self-sabotage now. Okay, so I'm getting this energy of the final frontier where there's this version of you who is desperate to be born. This version of you has been waiting for so long to be who they are, to sing their tune. And I feel like preparations were made. Big preparations were made. You were seeing way ahead of the curve. Even if you were living in the moment, your soul, your oversoul was watching this scenario. And I feel like right now, self-parenting through this period of time is going to be really good for somebody, because I feel like there's an old energy coming out. It's almost like all the old defensive versions of you are coming out to fight, right? This is shadow energy trying to keep you safe, but you're going to battle through it. Ten of Swords, okay. And the Nine of Pentacles. So you're going to battle yourself. You're going to battle any version of you that wants to self-sabotage or hold you on the old timeline. This is to do with our thoughts. We have to face our thoughts, face our energies, face our feelings, and face what our shadow had to become in survival mode. And then once we've once we've got ourselves under control, once we've wrestled that part of us to the ground that had to be whatever it had to be to survive the old storyline, then we get the bounty, okay? So it's all about peace, it's all about harmony, it's all about self-soothing. 1333 on my clock. It's all about that cooling elixir of, you might like Christ consciousness, but this is certainly higher vibrational energies coming in to help you to get through this final frontier for you to be reborn into wisdom, okay? Show me Two of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it could feel like a final bit of patience right? There's something being moved around with your timelines here with this Two of Pentacles. It's a tug of war between the old timeline and the new timeline. Someone could be feeling it because there's something in all of us, this human side of us doesn't necessarily want us to be the magician, because the magician is someone that only, Spirit's given me like a tiny percentage of humans on the planet ever get to true magician status, because they've got to fight whatever they had to become. The part of them that doesn't want to take responsibility for creating their own reality. The part of them that wants to be a perpetual child of the universe in a way that you don't have to take responsibility, right? Maybe relying on the society too much. Something like that's going on here. But you're going to free your mind with the Nine of Pentacles and the Magician, and you're going to claim your true power. Pure power on the table. Virgo energy with the Gemini energy. Yeah, it could feel like a burden at the moment with this Ten of Wands. But we do have the Star card peeking out. You know it's your destiny to be in this, I'm getting wise and voluminous position. So I don't know why they're giving me voluminous. Maybe that's something to do with your hair, your spirit. Okay, your spirit is magnanimous. We've got the Hanged Man. So right now, what your ancestors are saying is you're going through a purification ritual for your tribe, whatever that means for you. That could be your family. That could be soul group you're yet to meet. Or that could be your spiritual team, but it's the team that you represent. And we've got the Two of Swords here. So this is an energy of you you having to submit right now because there's things going on in the background that you don't know about. And the cheerfulness with the Shaman of Song and the Always Joyful would tell me that your ancestors are really telling you to turn towards the peace right now and let them do all the hard work. Strength, energy backing you up. All you've got to do is make yourself happy. And I feel like there is maybe a side of you that needs to be taken by the hand and gently reassured. So you're going to have to do this. I don't know if you've got people around you who support you, or if this is you being a true magician in your own energy. I am getting strong hermit energy. 1616. You know, there is a harmonic path available for you. But I feel like you're just processing. They're showing me ink bottles. It's almost as if your soul collected some murky energies when you were battling something formerly in your life. And now you're processing these tumultuous energies. Show me the Three of Cups, please. This is all for the mastery of the mind. This is all for the grand mastery of the mind. So it could be that we're controlling our temper here. It could be that we're controlling our old reactions, aggressive reactions to new things that just because they're new, they feel like threats. It's not that there is a threat. It's just when we've been in the same energy, even if we've been making great progress in that energy, for us to jump from one platform to another, it takes this leap of faith energy, Chariot energy. There's a huge energy with you here with this Chariot energy because, as much as we've got one person on their chariot, you know what it takes to get someone in this position? You've got huge amounts of backup getting you through the gate and getting you where you need to be here. Sphinx energy could be very relevant to somebody. There's a tail here. I don't know if someone does cosplay or something, but they're pulling me to the tail. Using your tail for balance. This could be a reference to being a yin realm creature, a divine feminine, someone who finds their balance through that feline, feminine, cat-like energy, especially with this lion up here. Lions can be very aggressive, but they are ultimately kitty cats. We can make them purr. And I feel like this is you. This is your phase. Making yourself purr, getting yourself happy, understanding that you've picked up a huge amount of energy in some previous chapter that's coming up for a little tussle. But you're the boss. You are submitting this energy, right? And taking your glorious majesty, the mental majesty. They keep saying 0.2%. Only 0.2% of people access the air element so purely that they can access it like a pentagram of air, as we saw with all these air energies coming out. Victory for you, my darling. Strength, the Chariot, Leo, Cancer energy. Your feelings being balanced out. Your feelings being deified. Okay, so what you're doing here is you're transmuting your human feelings, taking them up into that mezzanine, the higher self, the mezzanine of the higher self. You've done a lot of things on the ground level. There's been a lot of physical, Spirit's telling me, suffering, trauma, maybe emotional suffering, things you've bottled up because you had to be tough. Now it's coming up for you to deal with it. Spirit's saying, play these feelings like a game of cards. You look at them, you observe them, you pull away from them, you talk to them, you soothe them. Say, come on, what's the root of this? Come on, what's the root of this problem? Maybe an energy will come up that you never expected. Spirit's saying, don't feel like you're stupid for an energy from school coming up, for example. This is the cherubima's rite of passage. You have to process these energies. Your higher self is separate from your human vessel. And you are learning to separate the higher self-consciousness from the human that you babysit. Okay, so this would be the human that we babysit when we choose to take a vessel. And this would be the higher self soothing our human self that has to feel so much, right? And go through so much. So you are taking what remains of the energies of what we would call the lower world, and you're transmuting them, and you're tussling with them, and you're facing them, and you're honoring them. And ultimately allowing them to dissolve in the weather system of your soul, so that you may be a true magician, a true creator of your own reality, claiming the emporium of your mind. So beautifully, Emperor energy, the true boss of tarot. And it takes some might to be an emperor. It takes a lot of might to be a king of wands. It takes a lot of might to be a queen of wands. But to be an emperor, my oh my, you have to understand the true mechanisms of the universe. And you have to understand that everything comes to you as your responsibility. You conjure everything. The emperor takes true responsibility. That whatever they experience, they've somehow conjured. So there's meeting the universe eye to eye here. Every single person on this planet conjures what they experience in union with all the other souls. We all knew what we were getting ourselves into. And you're someone who's really taken the bull by the horns. And they're telling me now you are claiming your mastery. Okay, we will pull some of these fun little alien dreams in a minute, but I want to get some charms for this most majestic emperor. Okay, and you know, male or female, if you get to the point in life where you really know you are the conjurer, you've lived for eons, you've lived for multiple lives throughout the ages. When you really get to that magician emperor stage, you know it. There's no going back. We are the player of the game. Oh, I love you. Whoever this is, you are so clear-minded and so stoic. Amazing. For someone out there, you might have done a Mensa test and got like 156. Like, whoa, metaphysical genius. Okay, we've got an L coming out here. So your name could begin with L. I'm hearing the word leaving. Someone could be moving away from somewhere, going somewhere nice. We've got the beautiful Loot Lounge palm trees. What else do we need? Well, we've got the locket, okay? Getting your treasures, getting what's valuable for you, all right? So you've done the work here, hard spiritual work. You've really kind of got into the background mechanisms. They're showing me pipes. So you're someone like me. You really can peel back the layers of the metaphysical, non-physical. To you, it's more physical. So you're someone who's expert at non-physical work here. Everything's weaving together. Everything's coming together beautifully. There's a triad energy here. Yeah. 3 souls coming together in love, because we've got love right here. Wow. You are so magic. Look at this unicorn. Soon enough, these energies, these little inky energies, these emotional energies from your previous cycle, they will be used as paints for your canvas in this owl chapter, this beautiful wise chapter that's coming up for you. You're going to be so free. You're going to be galloping. They're showing me the Pegasus. The last leg, my darling, the last leg before you're really galloping along here. It's so gorgeous. Okay, we've got a mermaid with her back turned. So this is about you turning your back on that old timeline, doing the work you need to do, and zooming ahead with the Chariot. This is meet me energy. This is you being who you are and getting to that place in your soul. Gold energy. Beautiful. And this spoon here, I'm hearing just a spoonful of medicine. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, but maybe someone needs to take care of those nutrients. There's something about nutrients, details. Maybe someone's starting a food diary because the mind affects reality. The food we eat. What am I saying? The food we eat affects our mind and our consciousness. Yeah, someone's changing their eating habits. We've got an old fish here. Fish bones. We're getting rid of like any old scraps. You could be clearing out your kitchen cupboards. You could be clearing out your bedroom. Let's see what the recommended alchemy is for this, because I feel like they really want us to get fun for you. Wise one. Okay, I do love these palm trees, you know. Temperance with the Tower. So all these angelic forces are here with you right now, helping you transmute. What was I saying about those inky emotional energies? You're finding balance. You're moving into this spiritual positioning where you're finding true balance in how to really use the emotional energies and not let the emotional energies use you. So I feel like the challenge here is to pull yourself, observe your emotions, put them in a jar, put them in a potion bottle, put them in a cup, and start using the emotions. All right, so this is your next step, to start seeing emotions as potions and start seeing them as separate from your higher self. And, you know, you're really becoming an avatar level game player here. All right, this tower is going to stay standing. Okay, it might feel rocky. I'm feeling waves hitting, you know, the bottom of this lighthouse, because the way I drew this, I drew it like a lighthouse, you know, getting our epiphanies. Solid energy that's always there, even when those waves are crashing, you know. And like I say, it's all about you becoming a master of reality. The magician is sat aside from his emotions. They're stored in little cupboards all around him, but he's floating just like this unicorn, just like this beautiful Pegasus energy. He's floating in his immortality, playing the game at a true frame rate level, where now you can have whatever you want, whatever you decide you want, you can have it. Emperor energy. I do hope this reading's helped somebody. Your ancestors are so proud of you, taking the spot that only 0.2% of people ever take. And I'm talking since the dawn of time. Yeah, Spirit's being funny, showing me cavemen. It's like, yeah, do you think they were initiates? Do you think these cavemen had what you've got? No, it's took a long time to get even 0.2% of us in this position, in this spot. They're saying, grab it. Grab it like this powerful obelisk of opportunity. I love you. Hope you've had a fun time watching this. Thank you for hitting all the buttons. Thank you for your donations and all the lovely, heartful energy you send my way. Mwah.